How we doing, folks? It's Show Value here for Cold Beer Sports on Wednesday, day 2 of the Cheltenham Festival. If you excuse me, a little bit hoarse. I was shouting home a good few winners yesterday, so long may that continue. Great day yesterday, obviously. Constitution Hill getting it rolling there. Give them a good mention on the previews we done, in the last few weeks and that. And I did fancy John Bond early on in the year, but you'd have to say, the more I thought about it, Constitution Hill. He's some horse, isn't he? Like, Jesus Christ, what a performance yesterday. And could be a chance now of him rocking up in Punchestown, taking on Honeysuckle. That will definitely be worth the entry fee into Punchestown alone, So, fabulous performance. Then we went on to Edward Stone. Myself and Paddy were pretty sweet on this lad. And nearly got brought down at one stage. A horse fell right in front of him. But, just too good for them. Too much experience, and definitely has improved massively over fences. So it's great to see Alan King get back in the winners enclosure in Cheltenham. I think he had went 84, 85 runners since his last winner at Cheltenham Festival. So, that was cool. Good performance. And then Corach Rambler for Lucinda Russell. Paddy was very, very strong on this, and he put it in a service bet. And, what a race, a super race. Getting up late to deny Jerry Colt Rouge, who myself and Paddy were, a horse that we wanted to follow throughout the season. We were a bit unlucky with him, but yesterday he ran another brilliant race yesterday. Just a bridesmaid again, but surely his turn can't be too far away. And then I had Marie's Rock, who I gave this a really big shout on our preview as well, the Wheelbarrow podcast, and I gave it a big shout when I was doing a preview, Cheltenham preview. I was on the panel there, as I was saying, with Gordon Elliott, Gavin Cromwell and Robbie Power. And it was funny actually, because I was only wanted to pick Constitution Hill, only wanted to pick Edward Stone, the two English horses, and then I went for Maria's Rock. This is the third race, so basically got 303, but at the time we didn't know that, and Gordon slags me. He says, where are you from? And I says, I'm from Ireland, obviously. And he says, why do you keep picking the UK races, or the UK horses, And I said, okay then, Gordon. I think Maria's Rock is a big price to finish second to your horse, Queen's Rock, or Queen's Brook. Obviously, the crowd, big old laugh out the crowd. But it's hopefully now some of them got the forecast up. I did, and I paid well now. I paid 88 quid. That's not a boast or anything. It's just, it was a funny story. I suppose maybe a story that had to be there at the time. But I wonder, did Gordon think when they flashed by the line, Maria's Rock getting up in the line to beat Queen's Brook? I wonder, did he think back to the preview there last Friday? As I said, I hope some of them in the crowd got the forecast anyway, because it was one of those days that couldn't work out much better. The only slight letdown, I suppose, was Vanilla in the last race. It didn't jump that well. It's just fences. I don't think he's mad about the old fences, and I wouldn't be surprised if he, eventually switched back to the smaller obstacles. Could be a player on the stairs hurdle or something like that next year, but that's for another day and for them to decide. Although he has won over fences, I suppose, so just didn't jump well yesterday. And my other selection, the Navigator at Sedgefield, from a YouTube channel, took that up a pint each way at 8-1. And was second, ran very well, and his turn definitely not too far away either. Okay, I'm up early this morning. I wanted to wait and see what the weather done at Cheltenham last night, and I got a video sent through there early this morning and see that they're actually watering on track. So they didn't get the rain that they thought they might. It's going to probably rain a bit throughout the day, but I can't see the ground changing a whole lot anyway. They were giving it nearly good ground yesterday. Probably end up after the watering, good to soft, maybe. I don't know, but I wouldn't be going anywhere near mudlarks for the time being anyway, definitely. Right, we'll start off with a 210, and I'm going to go for Lhomme Presse. This is one of the main reasons I wanted to hold back and see what the weather done last night. If it was really soft ground today, I'd say, Jesus, first time over this trip in this type grade, I'd be a bit wary. But the fact that the ground would be fine, I think this horse should stay alright. And if he stays, I think he can beat Babeman's Game and a High Senior. He's priced up around 3-1, 7-2. I'm going to stick him in there as a point win. He was brilliant last time around Sandown. He's been brilliant all season. He's a massive improver. And Charlie Deutsch has been flying, obviously. Phoenicia Williams, horses are running really well. Some of them were, you know, a little bit unwell there for a while, but anything she's running out on the track seems to be going very well. So I'm going to stick up Lhomme Presse there, as I say, as a point win in the 210 at Cheltenham. We move on then to the 250, the Curl Cup. Obviously a wide open handicap. I'm going to pick 2 against the field here. I mentioned I was at the preview last Friday, Cheltenham preview, and Robbie Power was very, very sweet on this Saint Felician. Now I see he's 6-1 now. Whether that's value or not remains to be seen, but Gordon was even saying that this is a pretty much a graded horse in a handicap, you know. And if they're right, the way they were talking, this horse wins, you know. So it's hard to be facing into a horse now too strong with 24 runners or whatever it is today. So I'm going to pick him, and I'm going to pick McFabulous as well, who's Paul Nicholls' horse. I've always liked McFabulous. He's a classy enough horse. There's no doubt about that. And wearing first time cheek pieces today. Ground not too bad, as I said. He doesn't find an awful lot off the bridle sometimes, but I think he wants kind of goodish ground, and that's what it's going to be today. So that'll give him more of a chance of getting home. He's ran really well against all the best stayers that England have to offer. So I think back in handicap company here, it's dropping grade, and I think he's around 14, 16-1 there. He's worth a point each way. I'm going to have a tiny little tickle at the forecast as well. You never know. Saint Felician and McFabulous there in the 250 at Cheltenham. Then we obviously have the Queen Mother. Shishkin should take all the beating there, but he's not. He's not worth putting up for a point win anyway. Shade of odds on. So I hope he wins. I love the horse, as regular followers would know. Then what do we have? Tiger Roll, yeah, he's short enough price as well. Maybe he'll get it done. Should bring the house down if he did, wouldn't it? Like, it'd be unbelievable. But again, he's just on the short side for me to be tipping up. My last selection of the day, 5:30 at Cheltenham in the bumper, obviously. American Mike. Fierce impressed with this lad at Down Royal when he won, and then he went on to Navan and won very easily as well. So I'm going to stick him up there as a point win. American Mike. Gordon very sweet on this lad. He was saying, we're all kind of saying for Sylvie a bit of a danger, but like you'd know by the way Gordon was talking. He really likes this American Mike. So going quick recap: the 210 there, Cheltenham, Lhomme Presse, point win. I think he's around 3-1, 7-2, something like that. Then the 250, Saint Felician and McFabulous, and point win on Saint Felician, point each way on McFabulous. And then the 5:30 Cheltenham, American Mike, point win on him in around 5-2 or something like that, I think he is. So whatever you're doing, bet safe, most important thing. And enjoy the sport. We're on a great run now. March has been very, very solid for me, and Paddy's flying there the last 3 or 4 days, so we're just doing what we said we're going to do, and that's absolutely kicked the bookmaker up and down the road. Anyway, join me tomorrow. Don't forget to bet safe and have a bit of crack with the game. Cheltenham's a great week. It should be there to be enjoyed and not endured. So, yeah, mind yourselves. Talk to you soon. It's Joe Value for Cold Beer Sports.